This computer.
Okay.
All right.
Recording.
All right.
We're not quite ready just yet. We can get set up. Let's do it.
So, when last we left off, the Fellowship of the Chili Sad was in Uthadern, chasing down leads in order to exonerate an elvish glassblade, Mila Tenno, of the murder of Halil Lutan. Since Halil was working for a crime family called the Uttolots, the group believed that the murder might be part of a broader conspiracy. After several side adventures, you arrived in Uthadern and tracked down the three contacts Algrim Stoneshield had given you in Palebank Village. Magnus, a Golden cleric of Mordine the Allhammer, Thrawn Thorsgar, Algrim's protege in the Glass Blades, and Elif, an elvish noblewoman who turned out to be Cyrano's long-lost sister. Elif was able to get you an audience with Istria Talviel, the daughter of Imithon Talviel. Mila had told you that the individual who had framed her bore the insignia of the Talviel family, and you brought this up with Istria. While you were talking to her, you noticed that her Goliath bodyguard, Borbor, seemed agitated. He became a person of interest in your investigation. And you guys made your way back. Wilfred bought a diamond, and you chose a hotel, an inn across the way from your current inn, so that you could be less inconspicuous. As you were buying rooms and planning out your next moves, all of a sudden, Borbor barged in, wearing a cloak.
Burly Borbor broadly barged in.
Yeah,
Brazenly as well.
bearing brazen,
bearing brawn,
bearing brazen brawls
into the bar.
As
beginning of brawl
comes in, you see he drops his sort of his long cloak. He looks at you and says, "Fellowship of the Chili Sad, we need to talk."
Is this a?
What do you want to talk about?
Or is this a like a quiet room?
Can we go somewhere private?
We have a couple rooms. I don't know if we're all going to fit in one right now, but
We can sneak in. We can all squeeze into one.
yeah.
Yeah, I think given the circumstances, we can squeeze ourselves into
We're going
one.
to Cyrano and Aurelia and
ARS.
they can stay outside.
Or we just send all of them in, and so it's just the Deanne talking to himself.
30 minutes Ian talking to himself.
Yeah, let's go up to our room.
All right.
Now.
So he sort
I
of
will
tromps up the
I will
stairs.
intentionally place myself behind him as we walk.
All right. So he stomps up the stairs. Boom, boom.
I will lead the way to a room.
Okay. So you guys have the keys to your room that you just bought, or ARs just bought for you. And as Wilfred sort of brings the keys up, sort of turns it on unlocks the door, opens it. It smells a little musty, but you sort of go in, and it's gonna be cramped for everyone to get in here, but it's
Plus a Goliath.
yeah, plus a Goliath, yeah. But it's manageable.
Hey, less room for a fight.
Fisticuffs.
Fireball. Boom.
Oh, God.
Oh god.
Shatter.
Cloud death.
I know how the assassin got the cloak.
Do you know
Really?
who the assassin is?
I don't know the name of the assassin, but I know they are Dragonborn.
Really? We noticed there were some new Dragonborns in Palebank when we visited. Do you think it could have been one of them?
It is. What
Were they-
color were they?
I think.
We met a couple. Were they
There were
wearing,
three.
were any of them wearing an amulet by any chance?
I do remember an amulet. Yes.
Had a dragon's head on it.
Yes. Yes.
Circular.
Yes, an amulet of the dark dragon god Tiamat.
I did not get the colors. Or
How did they get the cloak?
I went to Palebank in order to prepare for the arrival of Istria, in order to receive Golrum Shalebrow when he returned from Isocross. So I was at the chateau preparing for her arrival and standing guard outside. As I was patrolling the outside, I was ambushed by 2 Dragonborn, one red and one white. They were able to perform magic. They were able to keep me from moving, keep me from defending myself. And they were able to take my garments and my weapons and my accoutrement.
Are you saying this cloak was your cloak then?
Yes,
Hmm.
I was ashamed to admit the incident before, but
Why not bring this to the king now?
It doesn't look very good.
yes,
Does he seem like he's being completely forthright about this? That this is all genuinely what he believes happened?
make an insight check.
Okay, not bad, not bad. 16.
16. Okay. He seems like he is basically getting a sort of a weighty secret off his chest, kind of. And so you're not quite sure if everything is precisely factually correct, but the overarching story seems believable.
Well, I did meet in Pellbank a trio of Dragonborn. One red, one white, one black. The red, did he have a tail?
I do not remember precisely if he had a tail or not. It
Because I
was
met
dark
them
out.
acquiring goods.
Do they want anything? Or
Well, Wushia wanted Dragonborn mercenaries.
for anything specific or for
Well, I could have taken the job and told you.
Do you have any idea what their motivations could be? Why they would have killed Halil?
No. Just like I have no idea why they chose to commit this crime bearing the symbol of the family Talviel. It seems excessive.
Well, it seems like from what Earthling is saying, he sounds like I remember these Dragonborn telling about us that they could just be mercenaries for hire, because it sounds like they were looking for mercenaries to join with them. Maybe they were hired by an outside source.
It is certainly possible, and perhaps
Has Uthadern had any major dealings with dragon folk?
no. In fact, I had only seen a handful before this. This is quite a rare event here.
So you don't think there would necessarily be any major political motivations for Dragonborns unless they were maybe hired by someone?
It seems highly unlikely.
Well, to me, it sounded like Wushia, the red one, was hiring directly for himself.
Mm.
He owned Pelor's Curiosity. He bought them out.
Yeah,
Alex?
I remember that. I remember meeting him coming back from, and it was strange to see a new face there.
There were many new faces in
Yes.
Hillbank.
Yes, there was a
And I did ask the, I'm I'm somewhat more familiar with the Uttolots than a lot of people may be. And I asked these Dragonborn if they posed the names of some of the higher ups in the Uttolot family, and didn't see any recognition on their faces. So it may be something completely different, or maybe looking in completely the wrong place.
Or they could be using some sort of middleman in order to keep the mercenaries from knowing who their actual employer is.
And I think we ought to get word back to Algrim as soon as we can. I talked to a courier outside earlier. Might be able to get there pretty quickly.
I can send word to Algrim.
So you have a different means to do that?
Magical.
Oh, well, that would be even better.
Yeah.
Borbor,
Why
Yes.
should we believe you?
who do you think personally, you're very close to the Talviel family, who do you think stands to gain the most out of an Uttolot murder blamed on the Talviel family?
It seems to me that the sort of the Dwarven purists would gain the most by discrediting the Talviels. Although there are other groups. The Tumble Carves come to mind as a particular family that may benefit from the diarchy becoming a uniarchy.
Can I check to see if that's all, or like what he's saying is? Can I just do an insight check on him?
Yeah, doing insight check. Yeah.
10.
10. He seems perfectly believable.
All right. I rolled a 2.
He's not blatantly lying to you. That's all. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
I've heard, was it Thron we were talking to the other day who mentioned that the tumble cars were involved with the Uttolots? I think it was in one of the last blades. He mentioned the Uttolots bring in illicit goods like food and as well as slaving. Families like the tumble cars in particular are involved with them. So it does seem plausible.
I can neither confirm nor deny their direct involvement, but we know that they are a force that opposes King Imathon within noble families.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember a lot of them being a bit stuck up about that. Well,
Is this something, Borbor, that you would be willing to go to the king now with, knowing us, knowing the information you know now, just to see maybe if he has any ideas or anything that he could help out with? We could, I don't know, or do meetings get arranged with the big three families, with the Dwarven purists? Do they ever come together and meet with the tumble cars? Is that ever
I believe they meet, but it is in secret. It is hidden. There are usually multiple meeting places, and they choose one at the last minute. I'm unfamiliar with their exact habits.
If the king knew of this, would he be willing to call one of them to bring it up at one of these meetings to see who shakes the most, to kind of suss out maybe who this could be?
An accusation like this cannot be made on conjecture.
Yes, I can understand that.
I have no direct evidence that the tumble cars were involved in any illicit dealings.
Yeah,
And falsely accusing them will look
yes,
like a craven political move.
I can understand that.
I think the best thing to do then would be to go ahead and to send word to Algrim, let him know to investigate. I think that if he were able to find something meaningful and he were to present that back here in Uttolot, that would carry a lot more weight than anything we could say.
I concur.
How did you get your amulet back, or did you get a new one, or your cloak?
I obtained a new one.
Okay. Because what if, and this is just spitballing, what if we fake Mila's execution? If we know she didn't, we make whoever did it think that she died for it,
And there'd be three.
and that gives us more time to to research more.
Also, the murderer might come forth at that point.
They make it a little bit more brazen.
Or they may leave town.
I mean,
Maybe they're just hanging around to make sure that loose ends are tied,
Yeah, that's true.
Or
which could work for us or it could work against us. It could be a benefit in that it would give them away or lend suspicion to them, but at the same time it would make them harder to track.
Well, Wushia was looking for dragonborn mercenaries. I could join them as a mercenary and gather intel.
they're all the way back in Palebank, I think.
they're still there.
Yeah, I think a lot of this is going to have to be carried out by Algrim. Anything that's back in Pillbank. But one thing we could suggest, he could spread word whether the king does stay the execution or not. That Algrim or some spread word that the execution's stayed or that she's been found innocent, and see who in Palebank finds that news distasteful.
Yeah, that's one way.
Do you have any contacts within the tumble cars, Borbor, that are persuadable to release information that might know things?
I believe there may be servants that are persuadable, but that is not my job. My job is to guard the royal family.
Yes, but if you can give us a name, we can seek them out.
Try Agatha
Christie?
Yeah, Agatha Christie. Yeah.
Agatha Harkness.
All along.
Sorry. Agatha.
Oh, yeah.
Stone.
Schmagatha?
Stone. Agatha Stone.
Something I don't remember.
Question mark.
And Agatha.
Yes, try Agatha. She is the head of one of their the daughter's sort of estate.
Well, that is a good lead. That is a good name. I appreciate that. We will definitely seek her out and see what information we can find.
You didn't happen to hear hear the Dragonborn talk, did you? He didn't have a yokel sounding because what's his name is Red, right? The captain, Xenotros.
Xenotros is red.
I mean, they said spells, I guess, but that's all I heard.
Xenotros is also a magician.
I wonder if they talk to Xenotros. I could also contact him and see if
If he's been contacted by these.
because he might be some. You think he would be up for it for
He seemed like he would be one to never leave the ship. He doesn't want
He
to.
would. He seemed to be one to do things for money.
That's true. I don't know him so well, so
Yeah,
you traversed with him for a
right
while.
there.
Oh. No. I don't know anything about.
Well, I don't know if there's any more information you can give us right now, but we do appreciate the information you have given us. It is very helpful, and I think it will, once we contact Algrim and Helbeg, hopefully stay the execution.
Elizabeth, would that be okay? And if
Yeah.
Shaw wants to play, we can teach her how to play tomorrow. Would that be okay?
Yes.
Anything else that you can tell us you think is pertinent?
As I said, I was confronted by several Dragonborn that wielded magic. They were able to overwhelm me, and then they took my belongings. To what end, I did not know. But when you said your story, it rang true that they had obtained the cloak and the insignia from myself.
no. Well,
I appreciate you coming forward with that.
I mean, I'm thinking
Well,
she may not.
suppose we should alert Algrim
I'll let Algrim
right
know.
away.
Well, I need to be back to my post.
Sure.
I trust if you need corroboration at any point, I'm willing to corroborate. But I have nothing else to add to this. He sort of nods slightly, and then sort of like bangs his head on the, like has to bend over to get through the door frame and shuffles out.
Well,
So Algrim. They probably did contact Xenotros, I would have to say. Don't know if he accepted, but
yeah.
with him being in the area.
Xenotros had a tail, right?
No, Xenotros did not have a tail.
He did not. Okay. Well, maybe we'll
Alright.
join them then.
Investigate new Dragonborn.
Red, white, black.
Need to
Well, then
Just let him know.
just new Dragonborn, because that's all the ones. Investigate new Dragonborn in town. Mila.
let them know that let them know that they wield magic, that they were able to overpower one of the princess's guards.
We'll take this with us and see if, Shaw.
Well, I only have 25 words to give this to him in.
I
So
mean,
Oh,
we keep
oh,
it
wow.
kind of limited.
he didn't look
but
that.
that's weird.
Borbor?
Yeah,
He's just a giant. It doesn't mean he's strong.
Bulwer didn't look that strong. He could have easily been overwhelmed.
Probably.
So I will sit down. pull out, there isn't really anything.
Spell components.
Yep, I'll pull out a short piece of fine copper wire. And towards Algrim Stone Shield, I will, Algrim, it's Wilfred.
Oh, you must know.
Mila is innocent. Look into
Yeah.
New Dragonborn. Believe that they have,
Something.
believe that they have relations to the murder. Yeah. Are you pooping?
I had extra words.
Yeah. Well,
Wilfred, it's good to hear from you. Did the Dragonborn have something to do with the murder? Unexpected, but it's a good lead. I'll look into it.
And then I will send another one right back. Forgot to mention powerful magic. Be careful.
Oh, they're magical. I'll bring a contingent of soldiers.
so much for quiet.
Also, be quiet. That's it.
All right. Walgrim got your message.
Good. And that's all. I can't send him anymore. Well, I can't send any more to him today, but he said he'll look into it with a contingent of soldiers. So hopefully he doesn't ruin it. But
That's all Grim. He thinks he seems
Yeah, I'd be a little surprised if you ran in there without a backup.
Yeah.
Or some sort of runs in there in his pajamas, you know. It's like,
Yeah, he's a military man through and through.
give him some warning. But
sure.
Well, I mean, that was an interesting evening. I mean, is it bedtime yet? 'Cause this was evening time.
Yep. You guys can
what are we doing tomorrow night? Are we? What do we have to do? Like, are we going for the tumble carves?
We can try. I mean, we have a lead there. We can try and find out who she is.
Investigate Agatha Christie.
Yeah. Trying to find Agatha. Does she even exist?
Or Agatha Harkness. Anyone watch WandaVision?
Yeah, she's a nosy neighbor.
So I think I know where this is going. We should just scrap the Dragonborn. It was Agatha all along.
Yeah.
And she killed Halil too.
Hey.
this is the most convoluted plot line ever.
We're all actually inside a hex. We're actually in the modern world.
So only the cleric that casts the runes can do the healing.
Have you seen it?
No, I don't think so.
Spoilers.
So then what did they even gain?
Upset of balance.
I mean, I know the
That's the only thing I can think of.
the Dragon Bloods used to have power. No, Dragon Bloods.
Dragon Bloods.
If you don't know,
Draken
all of
Bloods.
us don't look alike. Some of us have tails, some of us don't.
What's the difference? I thought that was just
The ones with tails have the power eventually, and then
They have that.
and
We
then-
history. Well, I don't know if I know that much about my history lesson, but
but a white dragon, Voragol, came in and disrupted the power, and so then the tailless came in and
enslaved.
enslaved the tailed.
dang.
I thought it was the other way.
If I remember my,
But the Ravenites were.
if I remember
enslaved.
my campaign one correctly, that was it.
The Ravenites were enslaved, so the ones without tails were the ones that were enslaved, and then
But then the
Vorgal
slave-
destroyed the flying city or country of
It was-
Draconia.
It was destroyed.
They've rebuilt Draconia together
Yeah,
And
but
then
it was
they
a
got
tailless that
betrayed
got
again.
yeah.
after.
But it was still while Thoracle was in power. I would only know a little bit because I only knew a little bit from Merg.
But what does that have to do with them murdering Halil?
Maybe they want more power. Maybe they're working with somebody else to create a void.
That's true.
And they would step in.
In Uthadurn?
Well, maybe one of the other three
Or-
steps
or
in,
step
and maybe
in-
they're in.
Maybe
with-
even step into the Uttolots.
maybe they're in league with Uttolots.
Or just get into the Uttolots and say, oh, we noticed you've lost some of your leaders. We haven't even looked
Honestly, it
into
seems a little,
Yeah, they're right here. They're right here.
as far as scope, it seems like this whole thing with Halil wouldn't necessarily accomplish much politically in and of itself.
Yeah. Well, unless
Yeah.
we're being.
I'm still inclined to think that it's more about covering up, preventing Halil from giving any testimony about the Uttolot.
Because
The more I hear, it doesn't seem like it would accomplish much politically. Spillbank is kind of a podunk, middle of nowhere.
actually, that does make sense. Because if everything went as planned, Mila would have been set up for it, and then nobody would have known about the emblem.
It could just be that the Dragonborn are greedy.
That's a
Just
pretty-
decided to rob Borbor, and they're just sloppy and lost the cloak.
Because that's a big risk to take.
that her word would get out.
Well, it's a big risk to assume that they would look into it since they wiped her memory and didn't, because we're only looking at this based on a hunch, based on
Yeah,
one
Not a lot.
person doing their job. It wasn't like they left the emblem at the crime scene.
That's what's been throwing me for a loop is if they wanted it blamed on the family, they would have obviously left something there. But maybe they didn't want it too obvious.
But why steal? Yeah.
Or it was just two birds with one stone. They wanted her out of the way, and if possible, get it blamed on the Talviels.
sure. I still feel like
But that was the secondary
like the
thing.
main objective was just getting rid of Halil, tying up loose ends. Yeah.
Or
Maybe
says,
this is a grudge against Mila.
or says it could just be a diversion.
Diversion.
The cloak could just be a diversion potentially.
It's true.
Diversion from what?
Version which direction? Because we kind of know we're leaning towards that it's not them. That's
Right,
not-
but if you want to commit a crime, you do it.
Well, the Dragonborn had nothing to do with the Uttolots or the Tumblecards or the Talviels. So if they're, leaving just that little trace of a lead toward Uthadurn would turn away suspicion from them, since they don't really have anything to do with Uthadurnian politics.
Yeah, but why not leave the cloak or shred of the cloak at the crime scene then?
Hmm. Well, someone said something about magically wiping her memory. Did someone say that?
And then she
Maybe.
just happened to remember
Well, maybe they left that
for her.
on purpose. I don't know.
I
Yeah.
don't know if they actually altered her memory. I think she just didn't see much.
Oh, well, yeah. In that case, who knows?
It's possible. I'm not-
It's a
How do
mess.
we know it's not Albright? Everyone else seems fine to,
Well,
well, but then why would he send us?
Unless he knows that
Much
we're
as
looking
I-
into it. It will send us away.
as much as I don't care for the glass blades and what they stand for. And I won't say I haven't met him and I haven't known him a great deal personally, but everything I've ever heard of him, he is very straight and narrow and by the books. Seems doubtful.
Hmm. That's a mystery.
Well, I suppose we ought to get some sleep tonight and see what tomorrow brings.
Yeah.
Right. So you guys go to
Our rooms.
rooms and you sleep. Forward to a room.
Yep.
Sure. I'm gonna manage my spells. Unless something's gonna happen in the middle of the night.
I'm gonna post major chat outside our
Yeah.
window, perched up, looking for anything going on throughout the night.
Understood.
I will spend some time with my, I've got that 5x5 piece of silk.
Mhm.
I said, we're not making that very
I would like to
big.
cut out a portion of it about the same size as the standard that we saw,
Mhm.
and then take my paint and attempt, I've got to, see if I can to attempt to draw this. Can I drop things in chat?
If you have the
Show share.
Oh,
or just
sure.
share it, which is
Share.
share screen at the bottom.
It's going to be blue, a snowflake in the middle, and 4 frowny faces on the flanks. See if I can share this.
Oh, I probably need to allow screen sharing.
Oh. Or maybe I can drop it into chat. That would be my attempt. Not
Isn't it? Yeah.
Okay,
can you
so
just
I
share?
haven't set up so you guys can share screen.
oh well
Oh, that won't work.
well I can send it to you. It's not very pretty looking.
Just hit share.
How?
Select the window. And then you have desktop 1 and then share.
All right, that's what
It's perfect.
All right,
that's my attempt.
make a performance check, Girthing.
That's a straight 18.
So 18. All right, you make that design. It looks great. Your snowflake is it's unique, like every snowflake is. It's original, and your frowny faces are they
Or
look very
frowny.
genuinely sad. Yeah.
All right. Then I'll set that out to dry.
All right.
And go to bed.
All right. So you guys go to bed. In the night, Major Chad doesn't see anything.
Okay.
Nothing particularly. No Hallion, no Quetzalcoatl, no Borbor. You guys wake up and in these musty rooms with a bunch of people that haven't showered and smell kind of bad. And the day is yours. Fellowship of the Chili Sad.
Go downstairs and get some breakfast.
All right. So you guys head
I
down.
guess
and-
if
I do
everyone
clean
is,
up.
if everyone's gathered together, I'll just mention.
I was thinking to send a courier to Golgathir to check up on Hordroth and see if he's okay. Just ask about my armor that I ordered. But I mean, Wilfred, if you can send messages like that, you think you'd be able to
Did I meet
Just-
Gorgoth?
just
I don't think I did.
He was
oh
I
Yeah, I
kind of
guess
have to know them to send them a message. Sorry.
shoot.
That's-
All right.
But if someone could like provide a likeness to him, I could potentially try to send it to him.
I mean, I'm not so good with art. The artist.
I've got some paint.
Yeah, yeah. What do you need?
I don't know if you'd be able to. I mean, did you? Wait, did Aris go into the blacksmith with me,
He
or was it
did.
just
Yes, he did.
okay?
Um,
Think you'd be able to depict, or I mean, if I described him to you, Will, did that, or do you have to actually have a
It'd probably be better if I
try to
could
describe
see
what he
him.
looks like?
Like if I knew what he looked like.
my artistic ability is not so good either, Carrick. I'm that's not really my forte.
All right. Well, I guess I'll go track down the courier then.
So guys, I made this standard on the table.
whoa.
You know how all those
What?
people down at the bottom just
We're official now.
Should we like
That
sign
is,
it?
that is something.
the house of the Fellowship of the Chili Sands.
It's even better.
House of the Fellowship of Chili Sand.
I don't
No,
know.
I feel like we could.
There
I feel like
is
we could.
a house.
I feel like
in
we could
Uttolot.
shorten it to the chili sad.
I don't
I feel like
I
we
don't
could
know.
shorten it to the chili sad because
for
the
ease-
fellowship of the chili sad gets
Well,
pretty long after a while.
Well, and now it's the house of the Fellowship of the Chili
Exactly.
Sands.
we could do HOTF.
Yeah, I mean that can be our official title, but we can just use the shortened version.
Once we conquer some
We're
land, we can
introducing
have the
ourselves.
house of the Fellowship of the Chili Sad within the realm of the Fellowship of the Chili Sad.
Call the chili sand.
You hear that bird? Saying our name. We could have morning music.
I don't know, if this makes it officially a house or not. It appeared to be all that they needed, walking around with their flags.
Let's see if we can buy a house.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's how that works, but your guess is as good as mine.
Does this mean we have to go get a house now? We have to have a house? Like just on the principle of it?
Just for principle.
Yes.
I mean, maybe. It would be the house of the house
Well-
of the Fellowship.
Y'all are welcome to stay in to figure that out. If anyone wants to come with me, I'm gonna go try. I need to send this message with a courier, but I've got to find him a guide to get him to Golgathir.
I'm gonna go see my sister, guys. So bye.
It'll take as long as you need.
You were
Alright,
here
have
still,
fun.
Sourdough?
It'll take like
Hey,
10
what
years.
happened yesterday? It seemed like there was some tension between you two yesterday.
I don't approve of some of my sister's choices, particularly in the marriage department.
Wow. It's her body, it's her choice.
it's her choice.
That's very judgmental of you there, Sourdough.
Hey, you've been asleep for like 200 years. Like time has probably changed since you've been asleep. You gotta get with the times,
What is
man.
It's profound.
he a dwarf or something?
Time changes when you sleep.
What is he, a dwarf?
Yeah, how, I don't know that.
Yes.
Oh,
Something like that.
so they made 12s.
Yeah. It's I imagine that's gotta be a bit of a shock.
What is
But
the
that's
appropriate
just the way things are here these days.
half elf?
Dwelf. Where do the dwarves dwell?
Dwarf? Dwarf?
Yeah.
Elarf?
I wish she had some respect for Malaeus Mir will return, and on that point, she said our parents went to Bayes Teal, so I'm considering making a journey there to see them.
Bastille.
Wish you the best.
Pompeii. Bastille.
So he sort of stands up, pushing his chair, and then walks out.
Oh, 5-star. Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, exactly. Leaves, puts an ice knife in the door frame. And
Yeah.
He didn't leave a note this time.
Where's the berries?
Come on. I thought we were friends. Well,
Go check his bed.
oh God, yes. And he left some valuables.
No. ARS, any long lost family you need to go check up on?
Aurelia.
We
No.
don't mind, I promise. Oh, well,
Gorgathier. We just went to Gorgathier.
well, anyone will come with me to sign this guide or,
I'll go with you.
all right. I don't know what else you're planning to do today.
Yeah, what is our plan for the day?
I mean, we can try and find this Agatha in the tumble cars and see if she has anything, but I mean, we still don't really know what's going on. I mean, we just have this information. We still don't know who done it, what was the reasoning. I mean, we can speculate all we want, but we need to have some more information to know.
Leo, did they have family?
Togi.
Togi, we talked to Togi.
Togi was the first woman we met. You weren't there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
At the
she,
cabin. We were there.
she never got the cure in time. She died from the Bridge of Woe.
So one dies to disease, one dies to intrigue.
But that's all I know of her relations.
Mm,
So what would happen if Holiel would have come forward with Uttolot information? I mean, does anybody think that she was in the process of bringing forth a conspiracy to somebody in a different family, a different group? Or
do we know how well their loyalty runs here in
Well, if it's a crime syndicate, probably not.
well, I was thinking maybe Bor, maybe he's taking the fall for somebody up higher.
I don't know if I got that feeling off from him yesterday.
Yeah, I didn't read him at all. I just trust him. So what would you do with a cloak? Other than
Frame people, or
frame somebody.
if Bora is on it, on it, pretend someone else stole it.
If he did it, he said, oh, well, if I pretend scapegoat these dragonborns over there. Since they're new.
Seems like he was pretty forthright,
Yeah.
but I'm not one to blindly trust either.
So if he
Simon, what do you think? Oh wait.
But if he was willing to come to us alone to give us information, that seems very trustworthy on my part. I mean,
Or he just wants us to stop looking at the Talviels.
that's true.
Yeah, I don't see why he would go directly to us immediately if at the moment we didn't know who it was.
It seemed like he didn't want to try and put off Mila's ex,
Execution.
her execution either. I mean, while we were talking to Istria. So that's also why I was very curious as to why he came. So, I mean, there's competing interests there, because it did seem when we were talking to her that he was telling her, no, we're not
It was
going
not
to.
going to happen.
Yeah, but he's coming forth with information.
Information
True.
that would stay the
Yeah,
execution.
why would he be doing that?
Maybe-
he literally just told us 12 hours, not 12 hours before.
Maybe he doesn't want the king to know. Maybe he thinks he
It
can
didn't seem
handle
he
it.
wanted the house to know.
It did seem, because it did seem like he was embarrassed to not have.
Yeah, I mean, if you were
a
the
large-
bodyguard to royalty and they found out that you were overtaken,
Yeah.
and
You're basically
That's true.
you're probably going to be executed,
it's not a good look for him.
especially for the princess.
Yeah.
That's her personal bodyguard of the princess. That's the highest seemingly ranking, one of the highest ranking. I mean, I'm inclined to believe him. He seemed genuine as best he can be. I mean,
Maybe he hopes that we can stay the execution without the king getting involved, which would be
which was why we contacted
not-
Algrim.
why he would tell the princess not to contact the king about it,
Yes,
and then deal with it on his own.
yes. I mean, because of his
Yeah.
involvement, that makes sense.
So that's one piece of the puzzle.
Is the possibility of an Uttolot uprising within Uthadern? Is that what Holiel might have known?
I mean, I suppose it's possible, but
And if she was willing to come forward and people,
what in particular would be allowing that to happen? You know, Uttolots have been here for a long time, meddling, getting involved. If that's the case, there's clearly something much bigger going on. And we're just scratching the surface. Yeah, I suppose we ought to find this Agatha person and see what we can find out.
We don't even know where to begin to find her.
where do the tumble cars reside? Do you know their character?
Oh, I assume tumble carves.
They would probably be DM. They'd probably be in the Grand Disc.
They are
Or a mobile
actually at the very bottom of the Libra disc.
The Libra disc.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
The tumble carves are at the bottom of the Libra disc, so we'd be able to I suppose we wouldn't have to get past those guards to talk to them.
Yeah, I mean, we should.
I could ask, so it sounds like the guide that I need to, it's a Rangers Guild. I had to talk to them to hire a guide from the courier. It sounds like they're right near the glass blades. So maybe we could stop by and ask Thrond if he knows who Agatha is.
We'd all head that way.
Okay, so you guys are heading up to the
Yeah.
Volition disc near the glass plate concern to talk to the Rangers.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
you guys head out and you guys make your way towards past the glass plate concern.
Keeping our eyes out.
Okay.
Keeping our eyes out for Hallian.
All right, make a perception check.
I do have a
9.
9.
do have a question.
The crowds are pretty thick right now. It's sort of like rush hour, and so it's a little bit hard to see people as you're sort of like pushing through the crowd. Like, oh, and you're sort of like you're trying to also stay together as a party. So it's rather difficult. So you guys make your way past Glass Blade Concern. You see the glass blades out there training, and some of them are doing drills. Some of them are on guard. Some of them are out there sharpening weapons. You go to this sort of like this large or peaked house where the eaves go down, and it's sort of like got this it's like bamboo like sort of wall around sort of the entrance. And Carrick, you would know that is where sort of the Rangers of the Graying Wildlands have sort of their headquarters in Uttolot.
Sure. I'll walk in.
All right, so you open it and you come in and you see so the first thing that strikes you guys is you guys are used to dwarves and elves in Uttolot. There are a lot of humans here. It's probably plurality or majority human. They all wear dark cloaks of forest green, a dark sort of navy blue, black, gray, or brown. So the blue and the green are very sort of natural, and then brown, gray, and black. They'll wear a cloak of one of those colors. You see a lot of them wield bows. A lot of them, a lot of them have, you can't see their faces. There are men and women. As you move through the crowd, Carrick, make a perception check for me.
Ooh, nice. 19.
All right. So as you sort of are moving through the crowd, you catch sight of a sort of auburn red hair, sort of pale features, an elvish woman that you remember once before she sort of slips out of sight and disappears from view.
She dressed in the same garb with the Rangers, or?
Yes.
So we're here to get a guide, right?
Sir, for Carrick to get a guide for his career.
I'm just kind of staring out, trying to find her again. I don't hear anything anyone's saying for a second.
Carrick, what's up?
I start looking around.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Who looks like they're in charge?
So there's a large, or not a large, tall. He's tall, but he's sort of thin. Sort of got like a very sort of like a hunter's build, sort of but it's sort of like it looks like he sort of also a long distance sort of runner sort of build. So he's tall. He has black hair. He has sort of a black beard. And he sort of sits in the middle. He's standing in the middle, and he's talking to a couple other Rangers. He looks in charge.
All right, I'll walk up to him.
I start looking around since I saw Carrick doing that.
All right, make a perception check.
And I'm just gonna look to see if anyone's like staring at us.
All right.
13.
13. You don't see anything particularly different. You see humans, elves, a few half elves, a couple other, like you see, you see, and you look around, they're all wearing ranger garb. No one really stands out. Yeah.
All right.
I walk up to the guy who looks in charge. Excuse me, looking to hire a guide.
Hello there. You're looking to hire a guide?
Yeah.
To where?
The city of Golgathir.
Golgathir. Well, that's a mighty fine far jaunt. Not many here have been to Golgathir.
Oh, it's not too far as long as you take the underground tunnels. It's not necessarily the easiest, but it's only a day and a half.
Yes, it's not too far, but is a harrowing journey, perhaps. It's not a one frequently traveled by, especially
Sure.
the Rangers, as we are more of a surface people. Jalen, as he calls over this sort of like this sort of he's a wood elf with sort of brown hair and sort of olive skin. Hey, Jalen, you've been to Golgathia, right? Oh, I have. Yeah. What you looking to head down to Golgathia? You been there before?
Not myself. I have been there. I'm not the best with directions. I might not find my way back, but it's not for me. Besides, I'm looking to send a message, send a letter to Golgathir.
Okay.
And,
Yeah.
The courier. Well, I suppose the courier I spoke to, but I suppose if you know your way, maybe I wouldn't even need a courier. I don't know.
Okay. You're
Um,
looking to send a message
But
to
yeah, I'm
Golgathir?
looking to send a message. Yeah,
If you
and
don't,
I've got a letter,
And it's just roughly scribbled onto a piece of paper.
All right. Takes it. Who's this for? Okay.
it's written there. His name is Fordrath, the blacksmith, sort of in the central city there.
It says it requests access.
Nope. Sorry. Okay, I'll fix that.
All right.
Oh, long rest.
we've had a number of those.
Anyone with the link can do this. There you go.
All right.
No, just
Okay.
Maybe just direct.
All right. Great. I like it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I can head down to Golgathir. It'll cost you a little bit of gold. Maybe like 75
sure.
gold for the journey to and fro.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, let's write it down.
Yeah, sounds good.
I'll hand them the gold.
All right. Takes it. Nods to you guys, and they sort of like look at you expectantly. Like, do you have anything else?
I don't know if you've heard any news. It sounds like news has reached the city, but I don't know if you've heard. There's been some changes in Golgathir since you were probably there.
What
Like
sort
gold,
of changes? I mean, there was
Bit of
the
it seems like the political situation is a bit tenuous.
Are you talking about the influx of sort of non-Duragar to Golgathir? Is that what you're speaking of? I know there's been a
It's got to do with it. Sounds like there's been. I mean, we left town. We only heard about it, but it sounds like some kind of political upset.
okay. Can you give me any more information? I would like to know what I'm walking into.
From what we heard, sounds like some disgruntled members of the city tried to depose the queen.
Oh, whoa. Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Well, that's important information. I'll be on the lookout for any
yeah, be on your toes, be on your toes.
understood.
Cool.
Anything else I can do for you?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay, well, good day, and I will send this message to Horgroth. That's who this is.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah, he's a, like I said, he's a blacksmith.
Was that the guy
in,
from Pillbank?
Central Town. No, this is the blacksmith in Golgotha.
Groth.
Oh, that was Hurrah.
Groth. 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 Similar names.
Yeah, a lot of similar names.
Okay. Well.
Well, I appreciate it, Jalen, and I suppose I'll check back here in a few days to see if to see what word you can bring from Golgotha.
I will be on my toes. Be on the lookout for any marauders or political elements that are less than friendly.
All right. Good day,
Good day.
and we'll leave.
All right.
Should we check in with the glass blades and ask about Agatha?
The glass plates first, or you want to go down to
We're right beside the.
Well, since we're
Yeah, I
right
guess we
here,
are.
since their place is right here, you can see if Thrond is there and ask if he knows who Agatha is.
Or have an inkling of who, because we don't even have a job. I mean,
We have a name and a place of, I mean, essentially a work. She's the head mistress, it sounds like, of the household of one of the daughters
oh,
of
yeah,
the
then she would be
tumble
known.
cars.
She would be known then. Okay.
with Borbor being bodyguard of someone with that power. I figured he would have had someone. He would have known more details about these people.
I mean, I mean,
But-
the tumble cars and the Talviels may not necessarily,
Be on speaking terms.
Yeah,
yeah,
but you still kind of
With
want to know your
bodyguards.
enemies if you're not
yeah,
exactly on speaking terms.
yeah. Well, this is a maid, it sounds
Well,
like. The head.
who's your enemy's bodyguard?
They don't have bodyguards,
No.
but they should. I guess Hallian's one of them.
Yeah, who's his bodyguard? We don't know.
No, he is the bodyguard.
No, that's true.
Well, we can go check with Ron and see if he knows who.
All right.
Or
Yeah,
yeah, Ron.
Thrawn.
Thrawn,
Gorg.
Gorg.
All right. So you guys are heading to the glass blade concern.
Yes.
All right. So you guys head out. Carrick, are you heading out with them?
Yeah,
Okay. So you guys head out from the sort of the Rangers sort of meeting place hut. You guys head to the concern. You guys see the sort of a phalanx of troops sort of head out as you guys come in. And you guys see as you are about to sort of enter into sort of like the training area where they have the sort of the combat dummies, where they have sort of the grindstone, where they have the different sort of weapons on the different arrayed on racks. You see Thrawn sort of come out there and sort of, he's got his helmet in his hand. He's sort of like half dressed. I was just looking for you. I have a lead. I have a lead. On
no,
Uttolot.
Is it-
There's a lizard guy that we have found. He's been transporting Sood to into Golgotha through some secret tunnels. We kind of know what he looks like. We think he's a troglodyte, maybe. But yeah, I can. It's the lead. You guys, it's the break we were looking for.
Is his name by any chance Agatha?
Yeah.
No,
No, no.
What about, oh,
no, I'm looking for his name.
We don't. I don't think we know his name. We just have seen him
Okay.
selling suit, and he's been in contact with Uttolot, who we believe to be Uttolot agents. And he's been seen sort of around them as well.
we did see a lizard guy when we were in Golgotha who offered to,
Lead us out.
break us out of political custody and lead us here. He seemed shifty, and we didn't take his offer. So I wonder if that's the same guy.
We've seen him here as well.
Well, okay,
Probably the
he's
same one.
here. So he looked like sort of a gray skin. He sort of got this sort of like this wide face, got spikes down the top. He looks pretty different from like lizard folk. We think he's an underground sort of troglodyte type.
All I have for notes for him is creepy lizard.
That sounds similar enough.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it matches.
yeah. That
Not
was
wrong.
another lizard, but still, I think.
Well, where is he? Where does he
We've
stay?
seen him hanging out on some of the side roads in the Liber disc. What?
Nah, I'm just. That's where I saw him.
Yeah, we don't necessarily know if he's where he's staying. We haven't been able to figure that out yet. But I figured I'd pass the information along as soon as I heard it. It sounded like
Yeah,
sort of thing that we
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Well, we have what may be another lead. I
Oh,
wonder if
great.
you may. We were in the area and wondered if you may be able to give us a little more information.
Okay. Yeah,
Um,
sure.
We have a private room we could talk in.
Let's walk. And so
Sure.
so you guys head to the inn where you guys had last talked with Ron. Puts down I guess 5 silver for a room, and you guys head up to the room.
You really should find more than one place.
Yeah, probably.
Had
Yeah.
a lot of shady dealings. I know you're not the shady type, and so makes sense. You're not as experienced, but it's easier to follow if someone wants to follow you, and you're only going to the same place.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
But I think this suffices for now. Just a tip.
Okay.
Dealt with a
Well,
lot of shady people.
okay. Thanks for the tip.
Sure.
Like pulls out like a little like notepad, writes down.
He seems kind of young and naive.
That's exactly what he seems like. Yeah, exactly what he seems like.
Like he's trying to do what he thinks is oh, we're doing something that's got to be secret, so let's just find the shadiest place around.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
So and he like sort of flops down the bed. So okay, so what do you want to tell me?
yeah, we heard there may be some connection between the Uttolots and the tumble carves. Not sure how
Okay.
far that runs, but we were given one name to go on someone within the tumble carves who may be, what was it, persuaded to give up information. Is that about right?
Looking to everyone else.
Something along those lines.
Yeah. The only name we were given was Agatha.
Yeah. Agatha Thimbletoe. Yeah, she's like the gnomish like house what's the word? Not Carl. He's sort of like she sort of like runs the household of one of the daughters of the Tumblecarve
Like the
family.
Alfred at the house. The
Yeah.
premier.
Yeah, like the head servant or
Butler?
something like that.
I get a Temple
All right.
Templeton.
Simple toe.
So I presume she's usually present at their estate down by the bottom of the Liber disc.
Yeah. I mean, that's her job. She should be there basically all the time.
Sure. Hmm.
Well, we need to get down there.
Need,
Sounds like there's a lot of things.
yeah, we need to.
2 leads.
2 leads in the same
We
day.
want to find a way to
On
talk
the
to
same
her.
disc in the same day.
Find a way to talk to her privately, I suppose.
Choose a different inn.
She's different.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be down in the Liber disc, so we have to find something down there.
Okay. Cool.
Well, yeah, that's helpful information.
Thanks.
It is.
Anything else?
We'll let you know if we
Um,
get anything.
yeah, I think that's all we have right now.
Okay. Cool.
We sent word back to Algrim just to update him on this whole situation. Also had a lead for him back in Pale Bank, and we passed that along. So hopefully he'll make some progress on it.
Why did you call Algrim about the tumble carves being linked to the Uttolots? It seems like
Different lead.
okay. Right. Okay. All right.
Got a couple of leads, but all right. We'll be on our way.
Okay. Good.
Appreciate you taking your time to
Yeah.
talk with us.
Yes, thank you.
All right. So he sort of gets up, stands up, and as he's about to leave, he like turns around and says, "Make sure you guys save Mila, okay?" And he sort of leaves.
All right.
That's right. I'm in love with her.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
All right. So what's the plan?
Well, we need to head down to the Liber disc.
For,
Just gonna,
I think the,
knock on the door and ask for Agatha.
ask for Sood or ask
Bit.
for Agatha.
Seems like we should ask for Agatha first, and it's still kind of daytime. It sounds like the suit dealer is going to be
May take us on a chase.
more kind of in the evening. Also, he's probably not a dealer. Most dealers I know, they're not out in the open.
I thought markets opened at 5 a.m. and closed at.
No. They might open for a couple hours at 5 a.m. It's still
And
dark
then,
enough.
yeah.
Close
Yeah.
back down at the 8 a.m. real markets open. Well, let's go
What do
find
we
out.
do? And what do we do when we ask for Agatha? Because I presume that she's not just gonna come with us somewhere private to talk.
We tell her to come with us.
We get
that she may not want
Now that's
to.
we get hired.
not
to
gonna go over
serve,
too well.
and then during the initiation,
I can be intimidating enough.
I think we want to be more persuasive than intimidating.
here's a plan. She's the head butler.
She would probably know of the inners and the goings and
We all
inners
get
and
hired as servants. She will have to talk to us at the very beginning to tell us our jobs.
I love
ask
the
her
plan. All right, everyone, fill out your resumes.
We do have a house banner, so
Fill out your resumes, everyone.
Your D&D job applications.
only one
You
of
know,
us
it
is
may
gonna
be,
It's a fight to
maybe
the
less
death. to get the job.
suspicious. It may be less suspicious if only one of us goes to talk to her.
Yeah.
Group of
Group of 7.
4, however, yeah,
A whole house.
all knocking on the door at once. Ragtag group like we are, asking for this head servant to a royal noble family might seem suspicious. One person might be easier to explain.
What if it's one person that is on an errand for the house of the Fellowship of the Chili Sad,
Hmm.
and they need to ask her expertise because we know how good of a butler she or household runner she is, and we are attempting to get on their level of
Cleanliness.
efficiency. Or we can just go up there and ask her.
We could be a traveling bar and see if they are a group that is up for hire, and see if they want to purchase our services. We could probably get in that way.
Or we can go in and ask her as well.
Or we can go and ask her.
There is a house in Uttolot. They call the chili sad. All right.
We're gonna have to commission that. Get words to go out and spread it.
And then when we do get to talk to Agatha, what is it that we're going to be asking her as well?
That is, yeah. Because
Borbor sounded like that maybe she could be persuaded
Right.
to give some
Persuaded to do
information,
it.
but that doesn't, maybe I don't know how loyal she is to the tumble carves, or if she's got some ties to the Uttolots as well, or
well, let's hope she's at least as loyal as Borbor. Hides things from her master. that type of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
I
it's a good
wonder
key.
if there's any I don't know, secretive way that we could say something that would not directly tell her what we mean, but they would give her an indication that we want to talk more privately. I don't know.
I think we just need to go talk to her.
She's a gnome.
I don't know what she is.
Someone said no.
Yeah, I think Theron said she's a gnome.
To be easy to fit in a sack.
I do.
Let's
Must be
make
living
crime
in
a way down on the list in our plans.
That's like a group Z. Group Z.
I do have this bag that can
Right.
hold people.
Or we're trying to root out crime in the city, not add to it.
We're trying to root out a certain crime and the cause of it. I never said I wasn't going to add to the crime.
Yeah, we have to go purchase.
Well,
Exactly. We're buying illegal, illicit substances later, probably.
Don't say that out loud. We're in the middle of the street.
There are people here who know what we're doing.
Really,
Maybe it's all right.
having heard the word suits or pats or pockets again.
Oh gosh. It's like scratched her.
well, if no one else has a particular plan, I suppose we go down and try to talk to her. I still think it'd be better, maybe one or two of us, and not all of us at once. But
What if like four of
do you
us
think?
go?
Well, the others can try to look out for this suit dealer. Maybe not approach him yet.
We sent 4 and 4.
That's true.
Oh, Cyrano left, so that's 4 and 3. I believe.
ARS.
Yeah, and
Organa.
Wilfred, I appreciate all of this, but this isn't really my business. I'll just meet up with you guys later if that's okay.
Yeah, I'm honestly not sure why you've been
Like,
following us
this is
around
something
this
that
whole
like
time.
we got like request before like you came along. So like, yeah, I definitely don't
Yeah.
expect you to like join in with our
Yeah.
mission.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, we
so
appreciate you leading us here, but we understand this is.
Yeah, just leave us to defend for ourselves. Like,
Feelings to begin with.
we
do
can
it.
we can rendezvous at night and do whatever, but I have other tasks that I need to accomplish, Wilfred. So
Go ahead.
In the Uttolots and the.
and getting me in some sort of timeline plan. What?
Right. So
Morgana leaves in sort of the you guys sort of like slips in the crowd and quickly disappears.
Finally.
One down.
2 down.
Two down.
you realize the other people.
2 down, 2 to go.
Oh, one can't understand us.
So Aris is mad. No, Aris thinks that you guys are talking about Carrick, and he's like, yeah.
Everyone thinks they're thinking about somebody else. Literally, no one's thinking of the same person. All right. Well, all right. So who wants to take this Agatha person?
Well, someone can be very persuasive or very charismatic.
Yeah, I think Angvor is probably best suited for that. He seems to have
I mean, I can be intimidating.
silverest tongue of all of us.
And deceptive. And persuasive.
And persuasive.
I can't be persuasive or deceptive, but I can be intimidating.
I figured.
I can be deceptive and intimidating. Not
can
as
be neither.
persuasive, but
Which neither of those skill sets really help me on either of the missions. We may need to be deceptive with Sassoon. We may need to be deceptive with Agatha.
So what I'm hearing is that Wilfred's gonna go buy a suit.
Yes.
The cleric is gonna go buy drugs.
So let me get rid of all my paraphernalia of
Are you
Sarah,
gonna-
right?
You must tell me if you are a cleric. You're legally.
no. But I cannot try the suit. I cannot test it.
All right, so what is the plan, guys?
We're sending in Angvor.
Somebody,
I will
Somebody
guide
come with
you. I will guide someone, whoever's going in.
I mean, somebody can come with me. It may just be a couple of us.
Well, a couple of us could be 4. All 4 of us could go in, and we could leave the NPCs at the door.
That's what I was thinking mostly.
I mean,
Unless there's an NPC that has a beef with Agatha.
I mean, I'll be in.
I'm glad we don't have a Wanda here. Yeah. I guess we don't want to come on too strong without, because we do want her to be receptive to these ideas, whatever we're trying to get from her. I also don't entirely understand why we're talking to her in the first place.
It sounds like Borbor thought that she would be able to give us some information about who or what could be going on within the Dumbledores that could lead to them wanting to frame the Uttolots for a murder, because they're a large family here in Uthadern, and so they might have wanted to cause an uprising, so maybe they could step in place.
I think it's more that they want the elf part of the diarchy to be removed. My understanding is they're sort of dwarvish purists.
Yeah,
And never approved of the merging of the 2 cultures.
Good thing Cyrunel's sister isn't coming with us then.
or Cyrano.
So we're just
Well,
finding out if she has information on a plot to create a void so that they can take over. The family that she works for.
I suppose, more or less,
All right.
seeing what she knows about the tumble carves and involvement with the Uttolots and any political motives they have, any connections they may have to these mercenaries, these dragonborns in Palebank.
Yeah.
Anything we can ask.
Other than
Yeah.
just gaining power. Any other motive? Yeah, we'll see. And since she's not a dwarf, maybe she wouldn't be as sympathetic to their calls.
Yeah, I do wonder if she may be just sort of hired help and not so much loyal for her own reasons. Only one way to find out.
Do we know which one her house is? Does it look like, is it this one or?
Do I know which one is the tumble carves?
Um,
Where the estate is?
make a history check.
She's a temple toe, right?
Well, the
Temp-
tumble
or
cards.
Templeton. She's a Templeton.
Thimble toe. Thimble toe.
Temple. Okay, I called her simple toe originally in my notes. So
That is a 2.
Two. Yeah, no, you don't know. You know which one it is the tumble carve house.
Are there any writings on the houses that state whose they are?
Make a perception check.
15.
15. All right, so you notice that there are banners on each of the houses, right? Sort of on and just like there was a silver tree, and sort of the symbol of the Talviel family
Mhm.
on the and sort of like the main like the palace or whatever of the diarchy. So too there are sort of banners signifying which house which sort of family the house belongs to. Also, Gerthing, are you holding your banner?
I don't think I have anything to put it on. Maybe my glaive.
Okay.
So probably
Not yet.
Probably not, unless we pick up a stick.
So yeah, so you see the different banners. It seems the way they signify.
Oh, what does Tumblecarv's banner look like?
Oh, I'll look for one that shows a man tumbling.
All right,
And
make a
like
perception
a-
check.
Do I know the insignia of the tumble carves?
Make another history check, Carrick.
Natural 20 for a 19.
19. You actually don't see any tumble ones, but tumble car like man tumbling banners, but you do see one of sort of like a ship's wheel, like a ship's,
Mhm.
that kind of sort of looks like, it looks sort maybe.
That one looks neat.
That's a 15 history.
15. Okay, so you know that when Gerthing points out this neat ship's steering wheel, you know that is the insignia of the tumble cars.
Yeah, that's the one. Tumble carves.
So they're
And also, when we're looking, is it like on like a billboard of like a bunch of different, or are we just like looking around at different
Yeah, so
houses?
you're walking down a lane that has
Walking.
different houses, right? And so these houses have walls around them, and
then
the
like a-
walls are banners.
Yeah.
well,
We should walk up to the gate and knock.
So it's got a little bell there that you guys can they got sort of like it's got like a metal gate sort of, but it's got sort of space in between. It's sort of one of those gates. But it's got a bell next to it that with sort of like a cord hanging down that you can ring if you want.
I will drop guidance on the
Should anyone stay back and just keep a lookout?
I'll keep a lookout with Aurelia, guys. She can't talk and look suspicious.
Oh, hey,
suspicious.
Thank
So-
you.
And then all of us. She's not dressed very
We'll
nice.
pull the string for the bell.
All right, so you guys go ting 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 ting. This like sort of young gnomish girl runs up and says, "Oi, what you looking for?"
We're looking for the house with the tumble cars, a lady named Agatha.
Oh, Agatha, Agatha, there's some folks here for you. And so then this sort of a woman that is dressed in sort of gold and blue. She's dressed very finely. She has sort of like she's probably like middle aged or like probably human equivalent of 40s, whatever that is for gnomes. And she walks, sort of stiffly and informally. She has sort of brown hair and sort of distinctive gnomish features. Oh, yes, I'm Agatha. What you looking for?
Well, Agatha, we're very interested to talk to you. It seems like you have been the best that we've heard around as kind of the best head servant that we've heard. And we're just looking as a new house here. We're looking to kind of get some information. I don't know if you'd be willing to sit down and talk about maybe, in a private location to see if we could talk about
A
what it
new
takes to
a
run
new
a
house.
Yeah, we have our banner here.
And I'll show the banner, the symbol on the banner.
Make
And also-
a deception check, Angvor.
I did give him guidance.
Does that mean I
You get a D4.
D4 if you wish. Sometime.
Yeah.
This is gonna go great, guys.
That's a 14? Yeah, 14.
Oh,
It don't look like no Uthadurnian banner.
We're new in town.
I can see that, but that's you don't look like Uthadurnian folk either.
Well,
We're new in town.
We're from Pale Bank, and we got our name. We got your name from Borbor.
why you been? Well, Borbo's no friend of Tomokov's.
Oh, I know, but he told us you were the best.
But why?
Well, that's why we want to talk.
We should. So you can leave your name, and we want to talk to who? Which one of the Tomokovs? Looking to talk to Malin. Who are you looking to talk to?
We'd like to talk to you, Agatha.
Me? Why me? What's up for me?
again, new in town. We're
We're trying to get our bearings.
trying to
We're trying to like meet with different people from the households, from different households, just get our name out there,
find out what works well with keeping people in line when they're doing the serving and whatnot. And
So you are you servants?
We're looking to possibly hire some servants.
What's so why are you asking me for? I'm already employed here.
but like we said,
But you have a good,
you came recommended.
you're the recommended, and we were just looking to talk to you.
I'm frankly, it don't seem like
forgive my friends. I think this was not so well thought out. Truthfully, we have somewhat delicate matters that we want to discuss, and your name was given to us.
what sort of delicate matters.
Mm,
I mean, this is
Very
why we were trying
delicate.
to speak to you privately.
We're investigating some level of potential insurrection or conspiracy or some kind of involvement with various noble families. And I suppose as the head of the Tumble Carves estate, Our man who gave us your name thought you would be a good person to talk to.
She holds out her hand. You're gonna have to pay for my time.
Okay.
I'll drop in 5 gold.
Okay, all right. She looks at. Hi, well, let's. You looking for a drink? I could use a little wet my whistle. Huh?
Yeah, sounds good.
Works for me.
The different bar around here that we went to once.
All right. Where you guys looking
Like some
to?
bars.
So she heads off. She will lead you.
All right.
Tumbling tinkers.
Yeah, you guys can go to the tumbling tankers if you want. You want to lead that
We
way?
just go wherever she's going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as she allows us
Following
to follow.
her.
All right. So she heads to the tumbling tankards, and it's sort of the tumbling tankards is sort of a loud, sort of lively atmosphere. There's sort of some dwarven folk singers on there going, oh, there is a house in
We were trying to get our name.
ground control to Major Chad. It's singing, they're sort of they're behind the bar is a sort of a large, sort of red bearded dwarf named and Agatha says, "Oh, it won't brag. I want some the strongest whiskey you got." And so he pours her a shot. And she
Were we followed?
For the
into
quietest.
this-
The quietest table that we can find in a corner somewhere, or
right. Make a perception check for a table, Karen.
Did we see your table?
What were
eh,
I was gonna check to see if
7.
we were followed.
Make a perception check as well, Wilfred. What'd you say, Eric?
7.
7. You don't. There's one that's sort of on the wall that's empty. It's not particularly out of the way,
A lot of
but
options.
yeah.
23.
23. All right. So as you look around, you see a couple things. You see a red-haired elf a couple times, sort of tailing you from far behind. You also catch one glimpse of Hallion sort of skulking in the shadows.
What was skulking? You broke out. You broke out.
Hallion skulking around in the shadows.
Ah,
Bitch won't leave us alone.
You gotta deal with him sometime. I muttered to myself.
Well, place looks full.
So appreciate you giving us your time. I know it's very valuable.
I appreciate you giving me your gold.
Absolutely. So how did you come to work with the tumble carves? You seem a bit, forgive me if it's intrusive, but I don't see a whole lot of gnomes down here. You have some relation to the family directly?
No, I was just
Hired work.
the best obtainer of artifacts in Uffadun. And so the tumble cows like they're pretty things, and I get the pretty things for them.
Fair enough. So we are trying to investigate some connections between some noble families within Uttolot and some factions that may want to cause political upset. Chief among those being the Uttolot. always a lot of things going on, and I know that Uttolots are into a lot of, they're raising a lot of trouble in a lot of different ways, but heard there may be some motive for the tumble carves to perhaps temporarily align themselves with Uttolots or work together, and wonder what you may have heard. I know people in your profession tend to hear quite a lot.
Oh, what's it worth to you?
I'll hand over 10 more gold.
10 more gold? Okay. Well, I don't know for sure, but I do know that Uttolot get shipments in the middle of the night, or I'm sorry, the Tumblecoves get shipments in the middle of the night, and from some not so savory folks.
Do you know what those shipments are?
Uh,
Big shipments, small?
some of both. Sometimes they're rings, pretty rings with magical powers. Sometimes they're big chests full of artifacts from like Malayasmere or from Isocross.
Food.
I don't know. I don't think they get any sued.
Is there any whisperings of Dragonborn?
No, I ain't heard nothing about no Dragonborn.
Not even about a strong red one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You are aware of any particular dealings with the Uttolots?
Again, I don't know nothing about direct connections to the Uttolots.
It seemed like she's being totally forthright.
Make an insight check.
She is a good one to do insight checks on.
Yeah, she is.
Or does she just need more money? That's going to be a 16.
16.
Not
Okay,
bad.
okay. She is. You get the impression she is not being completely truthful.
I'll put another 10 down.
She's bleeding this dry.
Okay.
Very important to us. Hope you understand.
Yes. So I did see one time that there was a shipment. Look, I ain't seen no direct connection, but the shipment was from a Jagoda Uttolot.
That's yeah, I know that name. What was that shipment?
It was a ring.
Right.
But you've never seen any shady people necessarily. Just aside from just bringing the shipments. No secretive meetings. No.
I mean, I don't think they ever meet in person in the city. Uttolot's never been in the area, to my knowledge.
Well,
Do you know how often they get shipments?
Maybe once a month, maybe once every 2 months.
so it's not regular necessarily.
I think it happens around the same time every month.
When was the last time it happened?
About 3 weeks ago.
Do you know where these shipments are received at?
Yeah, there's a sort of a little marketplace of sorts. That's sort of off the beaten path.
Whereabouts is that?
It's up in the Volition Disk, near the entrance into Uthidon.
Are you saying that there's a shipment that should be coming in within the next few days, you think?
I don't know about that, but potentially.
Potentially. What day? Is there a certain day that
Oh,
they?
they're always on Thursdays.
Insight check.
What's a Thursday?
The insight check.
D&D's on Thursday.
Ooh, 12.
12. She is probably being honest.
Do you like the tumble cards? Is working for them fine? You
Yeah,
know,
they're
say-
fine.
say
I have no
when
complaints.
they pay you when they're supposed to pay you.
I will slide just 5 more gold across and just say,
Okay.
Is there anything else that you could tell us? Any rumors? Any stories that have gone around within, within your group, your servants, or perhaps you talk to servants of other homes, other families? Any rumors that, or anything else you might be able to give us?
There's a talk of a meeting between between one of the Tumblecogs and someone else in the abandoned settlement of Uttolot.
Uranus.
Uttolot.
Familiar with the area. Who is this? Someone else? And
I don't know.
about, do you know? Anyone, where'd you hear about this from? Who else could we ask?
One of the serving maids heard it.
One of your maids?
Oh yeah. I
Would we,
discourage gossip.
would
in
you,
my-
would you permit us to ask her if she has any more information? Or would that be presumptuous? Anyone else? Just me.
ARS will put 5 gold down.
Thank you, Aris.
Oh, I was lost in my drink, I guess.
I don't know why you were playing before.
Yeah, I'll allow you to talk to him. Talk to her.
Thank you. Shall we follow you back, or should we stay here?
Come back later.
Yeah, why don't you just come back and we'll talk to her.
All right.
All right. You guys head down back to the Tumblecarve house. And there,
Pricey information.
sometimes how it goes. Sometimes the Goliath bodyguard offers the information freely, and sometimes you have to pay for it.
I think she's not Johnny Tubes.
You guys head back down to this sort of the gated area, and Agatha goes in. you have this is sort of gut wrenching feeling that maybe your goal just went to waste. And then a sort of a young, probably not even an adult, very, very sort of like, sort of like, just on the cusp of adulthood, dwarf girl comes and sort of doesn't make eye contact. Oh yeah, what you looking for? Yeah.
Hey, we heard that you had heard a rumor about some meeting between the Tumble Carves, someone else in Earless.
Yeah,
We're
I
trying to investigate some things, and this information would be very helpful.
I heard a master Tombard. He said that he was meeting somebody in up in Earless. Yeah, it sounded like it was somebody important. He got real mad at me when he heard me when I came in. He threw things at me.
Did you happen to hear who he was meeting with, or
No, I ain't heard.
regarding what?
No, I ain't heard who he's meeting for. They were exchanging something. That's all I heard.
Do you know when this is bound to happen?
What's today?
Blah, blah, blah.
Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah, it's supposed to happen 2 days from now. Yeah.
Right. Well, we thank you. Thank you very much for the information.
Oh, and if you found that you should find you didn't hear nothing from me, okay?
Absolutely.
I ain't tell nothing, no one.
I hand
Understood.
over 5 silver.
Copper.
Oh, thank you.
Right.
You're very kind, hairless dwarf.
That's what I am.
All right.
I think that's all we can get from here.
Those we leave unless anyone has anything else. How far away is Earless from Uttolot?
1 second.
Consult the map.
Yep. Gotta go to the source
Map.
book. I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map.
I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map.
1 second.
I don't know if I've heard of your list before.
There once was a ship
We're in
that
Uther.
put to sea. The
Name of the ship was the belly of tea. Name of it down.
Blew up her boat
Put it down and blow my bully boys blow. Soon may the willow man come. All right.
I don't know if that's how you spell it.
So Earless is okay. That doesn't say. Earless is probably about it's about probably about 2 days journey from Uthadern. Do you guys have the map up?
We're looking for it.
No, I'll look for one though if I need to.
Yeah, I will try to see if I can copy this image. Copy image.
I might have one, but not a very good one.
Yeah, I can never find good quality maps of. Oh no,
We could. I think Earless is about a 2 days travel
Oh,
from
nope.
here.
we're in the upper north. We're right there, I believe.
If we need to get there quickly, maybe we could hire one of those rangers up there for ourselves as well.
Yeah, there's Utherdurn.
I tried to send the Graying Wildlands thing to the Facebook chat.
I'll check.
So it's probably 2 to 3 days journey from Uthadorn.
It is. Uttolot.
Just
Your list is
bit
down.
of a
beside the
it's a
lake.
bit of a trek.
No, that's not how I spelled it.
Your list. I did not spell it that way either.
It's on the opposite side of Hillbank. And across a lake.
Now,
And through mountains.
yeah, that is where Umagor and Smeltborn said that the Jorhide could be found.
Yeah, that's what I was just recalling.
I recommend. I know I've been through Uttolot before, but it's even if you're familiar with it, journeying through the Alps is not easy. So I recommend if we want to try to be at this meeting within 2 days, you might want to hire a guide and one of those rangers up in the volition disc.
Get there sooner.
What are we gonna tell Siren now?
Go there in 2 days.
Right here, he's home.
We're just getting sent places. Sarah.
Yeah, that's kind of how adventuring works.
I know, but
How else do we solve this mystery?
We get wealthy enough and we send other adventurers out to look for it.
That's true.
We give the quest.
I've been doing things like this for years, not usually on this scope, but yeah, there's a lot of footwork. There's a lot of walking.
Well, we still have this other lead in town before we need to go.
Plus also we have
Dude.
the possibility to meet with a secret meeting or a delivery in a few days. It sounds like that could be a lead as well back in town. And we wouldn't be back here for that if we left for this meeting.
For this.
Personally, I think this meeting in Uttolot is more likely to be profitable. This sounds like something more special. Deliveries seem shady, but routine. Not necessarily anything particularly damning. But whatever this is in Uttolot, it seems if he's taking the time to go all the way out there from here, seems like it must be something pretty
Big.
significant.
It could just be meaning because somebody is in Uttolot.
She said it was abandoned, right?
Yeah.
Did I hear that right?
Yeah, I know.
It's abandoned.
Uttolot was abandoned.
I see.
so why go to an abandoned city to
True. True.
do your
Unless-
deals?
You're hiding your army there that'll come in once you create this power vacuum.
No, there's no army in Uttolot.
Or maybe there's like the Slad portal somebody opened.
Not last time I was there.
No, one portal closes, another opens.
You know what they say. Well, yeah. So we know that the time it takes to get there, 2 days, a day and a half
2 to 3 days, they're saying. So if we're gonna go to Uttolot, we would need to leave now.
to get there in 2 days.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
We have to forget this
Suit dealer.
The suit is no longer profitable.
Suit is always
This is-
profitable.
This venture is no
Think.
longer.
I think, in my opinion, I think the whole Sud thing is, if we want to help out and stopping the Uttolots, that's something we can help with. But more and more, I think that it's not going to give us much information regarding this whole deal with Mila. Uttolots do a lot of stuff. One shady dealing they're doing may not give us much information about another. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, we're not gonna stop all the shady dealings by all the families in Usadern. That would just shut down the whole
Right.
family circle.
And right now, our biggest concern is figuring out what's going on with Mila. And why, yeah.
Well, can you take mounts down to Urlis? Is there a trail?
They
Horses?
may have, horses, yeah.
That'll be faster than walking.
It would be. So, you
Hey,
could
we
probably-
could just dump old Joe somewhere.
yeah. You probably left him in
Still think
Golgathir as well.
Yeah.
a guide might be
Still be helpful.
a high priority. And a guide would also be able to tell us what, what kind of mount would be most useful.
Maybe we should take him past the wolf.
So is that what we want to do? Should we go talk to the Rangers again?
Go back. Would they have mounts?
Anything else we need to wrap up here?
I'm sure they would be able to have.
I'm sure they have access,
So some mounts.
or would know who would sell them or rent them.
Let's let's go get some mounts, I guess.
Go get a guide.
Right.
You
Okay,
guys.
head up to the Volition Disc, where the Rangers are. So
I'm
what
checking to see if anyone's following.
Okay.
Anyone's following.
make a perception check.
13.
Why do you
13.
have to check? It's always
You don't really see anyone following you.
it's always the vampire. It's always
Yeah, but I didn't see someone else. So.
He told us he was gonna follow us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I did see someone else, so that's why I was looking.
All right, so you guys head up to the Volition Disc. What are you guys looking for? Are you guys going to the Rangers, sort of like their
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
But up to
Yeah,
everyone.
that
And
sounds
see
like
if they can.
because nobody here knows the way, right? None of us. I've never been.
I've never been.
this far east.
I've never been deceased.
I don't think.
I could make my way. I've been to Earl's many times, but it would be a lot faster with a trained guide.
Sure.
As you guys head in, you see this bamboo palisade to get around this sort of peaked roof again. You guys head in. You guys see these rangers with their sort of their forest, the different dark forest colored cloaks. You're sort of milling about. You see the one
Looking around, I'm looking around to see if I see the same auburn-haired elven woman.
Make a
again.
perception check.
How's that to 7?
You look around. Don't see anything.
Well, just walk up to same guy there who looks in charge.
Back so soon. What can I do for you? What can I do for you?
Well, again, we actually have we're looking to hire a guide for ourselves as well now.
Oh, okay. Where are you guys looking to go?
Nothing so drastic as Golgathir this time. We're just looking to make our way quickly to Urlis.
Yeah. And so he sort of looks around, and it's like, yeah, I think he calls over. Hey, Kareth, here, come here, Kareth. And so this.
Oh no.
Gareth. So
Garth Brooks.
what? Yeah,
Gareth
yeah,
Brooks.
Garth Brooks.
Gareth, yeah. And so this sort of this young sort of he's sort of darker skinned, he's sort of like olive skinned human comes over. Hello. What can I do for you?
We're looking to make our way to Earlis. We need to be there ideally in a day if possible. No more than 2 days. But the quicker we can make it, the better.
Okay, a day, but you're gonna need mounts in order to make it in a day.
Understood. We figured you would be able to tell us what would best suit our needs.
Probably just horses.
Fair enough.
But yeah. So, how many horses you guys looking to get?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4.
6 of us.
6.
Can we-
4 for it.
Yeah.
4 then
I think
plus
we can,
him.
I think we can share horses or
I can share.
Okay.
we can go two to a horse or
Probably
is that gonna
not
be-
the big guy, the big guy.
Okay.
Probably not.
Take my own.
I mean, I'm gonna ride my own horse. Just to be honest with you guys. But maybe the blue lady and the little one. Maybe you guys could share a horse.
All right, well,
That's 5 horses.
5, that's good.
4 horses.
4 horses.
All right, ARS is here as well.
Yeah, ours is
Uh,
here, yeah.
So that's 5.
So we'll need 5 mounts. And feed, I imagine.
You
I can. I can
you all
take
don't
care of
have
the
you all don't have mounts for rent, I assume.
No, you're gonna need to find stables for that.
Understood. Well,
Can you come with us to find the stables?
suppose-
Are you ready? Or do we have to pay you
Unless,
extra funds there?
Are
So
you ready
what
to
time
go
of day
now?
is it? I was about to say, what time of day is it?
So you guys woke up. You guys
Yeah.
woke up after talking to Borbor.
talk to Agatha.
Yeah,
No, we
talking to
talked to the Rangers
Thrawn.
first.
Yeah, Rangers
Yeah,
then
yeah,
Thrawn.
Borbor was last night, so it was
Right.
Rangers, Thrawn, Agatha, and then back here.
Yeah, so that's probably
But
a
imagine
full
it's a-
day. It's probably afternoon.
Mid-afternoon.
Yeah, probably
Alright.
mid-afternoon to evening. Probably like after
Alright.
3.
all right. Well, I suppose we have we could if we have everything we need, we could try to get a head start tonight.
Yeah, we could. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. If you're ready to go now, we just need to find stables on our way out.
I'm ready to go. I mean, the stables probably will be outside.
Yeah.
They're not gonna keep
I would
these
say-
horse in here. So
Let's go.
And, I imagine we'll need to have some kind of accommodations for sleeping out in the open.
Oh,
Anybody have a tent?
we have our own packing gear. Like
Yeah,
we've been out in the wilds before. We have our own stuff.
Fair enough.
As long as everyone
Alright.
grab their stuff out of the
don't make
Yeah.
doubt it.
out of the hotel. Hotel, inn.
Holiday Inn.
Yeah, so everyone, we don't need to buy anything else. Just go ahead and go
Just get horses.
get some horses.
all right,
What'll be the charge?
you guys head to the stable, and I'll say
These.
the horses will cost you 7 gold per horse. So times 5,
40.
right?
35.
Yeah, 35 gold.
Should we take a look?
Yeah, I'll cover my own.
Whether or not it-
Yeah, I got my horse.
ARS will get his horse.
I will pay
Garrett, how
4
much,
gold and 300 copper.
Okay, all right.
How much is it per horse?
Garrett, how much will your rate be for the travel?
So how many days are you looking to?
at least
At most.
3.
2 days there.
At least 3, at most, maybe 4 or 5, depending.
Okay,
I
well,
suppose
I'll charge 15 gold a day.
Per diem. Yeah.
15 per day.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I suppose, and it depends. So we don't. It may be less. It may be more. So should we settle that when we get back?
Oh yeah, of course. We can settle that when we get back.
All right. Well, we've got our horses.
Old Joe number 2.
Let's leave him at Earl's.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Same thing.
You
Yeah, number
recommend
2.
us,
All right.
anything else you recommend us equipping ourselves with before we trek? Or
I don't have any suggestions. No.
all right.
Yeah. Weapons.
As far as I'm concerned, we're ready to go.
All right.
I will write, or I will take a small piece of wire. Well, unless Morgana's found us by this point in time, I will send a message to her.
She's not around not around right now. She has
Uh,
not found her way to you.
Am going to Eurolist for a few days. If you want to come, let me know. Otherwise, see you in like a few days. W.
W. Have business in Uthadern.
Key face.
No. Leave without me. Will be here when you return. M.
Yeah.
Cool. We're good to go. Cyrano's just on his own.
He's got his family.
He's working
He
through
always
a lot of
was.
stuff right now. And we paid up front for rooms and everything like that.
Mhm.
Yep, let's go. I can cover the food for the horses.
All right.
You have make hay
Make hay as the
for the sunsets,
for the sunsets.
or well, the sun's out.
I have a spell.
Feed them out.
All right. So as you guys head out of Uthadern on your newly bought steeds, you guys clip clop down the stone path away from Uthadern towards Orlis. That's where we'll end tonight's session.
Nice.
Boom.
Nick,
Yep. When we get out of the town
making
limits,
progress.
let the standard go.
No,
Let it fly. Go as in like
You're let the banner fly.
let the banner fly.
What do you find a stick or something?
I have a glaive.
All right, so he's on your glaive. So as Girthing sort of rides down, he sort of holds this banner and sort of like streams behind him. Of the fellowship.
Don't worry, these rolls.
not
Very
great.
good. I don't know. I rolled well. I rolled well on things that didn't quite matter, but I rolled well.